Hey there, my beautiful ARMY family. It's BTS Saran here. Can you believe it's already been 3 whole months since our 7 boys were finally all back together? Our loves had been soaking up the creative vibes in LA, working hard on that highly anticipated album dropping next spring. But I'm so relieved to say they are all safely back home in Korea now. I have a feeling they'll be popping up on Weverse Live soon to spill all the tea on their progress. So keep those notifications on. But first, I really need to gush about something special that happened on the 12th of this month. It's all about our fearless leader, the one and only Namjoon, who just celebrated his 31st birthday. Right now, the fashion world is buzzing with Milan Fashion Week, running from September 23rd to the 29th local time. Our worldwide handsome eldest, Jin, graced the Gucci show as their ambassador and looked absolutely stunning before flying back to Korea a few days ago. And then, representing Bottega Veneta, our intellectual king Namjoon made waves at their show on September 28th local time. As the global ambassador for the brand, Namjoon didn't just attend, he completely owned the moment. I was squealing when I saw him sitting right next to the legendary Anna Wintour. Our leader looked so powerful and at ease. The guest list was absolutely star-studded. Seriously, jaw-dropping. Since Anna Wintour was also seen chatting with our Tay-Tay at the Celine event, I feel like she's secretly becoming an ARMY just like us. There were so many interview clips released where he looked dashing. But one moment really tugged at my heartstrings. He took a moment specifically to send a love letter of a message to us, and I just have to share it because it made me so emotional. He said they are deep in preparation for the next album and cheekily added, "I know you guys are probably bored out of your minds right now." Then he promised, "Please just hold on a little longer. We are planning to show you something absolutely crazy. Just wait for 2026. When he said that, I swear my heart skipped a beat. I'm already counting down the days. Honestly, his fashion sense and that new hairstyle, he looked devastatingly handsome, don't you think? Even those sunglasses were pure perfection. I hope he has a safe flight back to Korea and lots of inspiration for the music he's making for us. Now, let's shift gears to our forever baby, Jungkook, who celebrated his 28th birthday on the 1st of this month. And guess what? Our golden bunny surprised us all with a spontaneous Weverse Live yesterday, just before noon. It was a cooking stream. We haven't seen Chef JK in so long, and since he was a cook in the military, I was so excited. I bet I wasn't the only one expecting his culinary skills to have leveled up massively. We were all waiting with bated breath. So let me break down the cutest moments from his live stream, because there is just so much to swoon over. First up on the menu, Jungkook's Operation Pasta. He started off by chopping onions, and oh my gosh, the focus on his face was adorable. You could totally tell he's been practicing in the army. His knife skills were so sharp and professional as he moved on to slicing mushrooms. While cooking, he casually mentioned he was starving and just really needed some pasta right that second. Classic hungry cookie behavior. He was mumbling to himself, "Is this enough onion?" Sounding like he just rolled out of bed with a serious craving. Then he started rambling about making truffle pasta without the truffle, showing off a bag of pasta he bought recently, looking so proud of his grocery shopping. He explained it was a short pasta, like pakari, and pointed out the package said the boiling time was 13 minutes. But then he got all serious and insisted, 13 minutes is a lie. Then he asked us, "Do you guys like your noodles well done? Or do you prefer al dente?" He was chatting away with us like we were right there in the kitchen with him. Once the mushrooms and onions were sizzling in truffle oil, he turned off the heat and added butter. Truffle butter specifically, saying, "Let it melt. This is going to be delicious." He added white truffle oil and declared with total confidence, "I think you need to boil this for at least 17 minutes. 13 minutes is no good. I really don't like al dente, so I'm adding milk," he decided, going for that creamy texture. Then he asked the most random question. "Oh, right. Does sugar go in pasta?" Do any of you put sugar in it? Because I'm definitely the type to add it. Just a little bit of sugar adds depth, he insisted with that cute, knowing smile. He showed off his little stash of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese and listed off his ingredients like a pro. Truffle oil, cream, more oil. He was debating between an oil pasta and a cream pasta right until the end. He decided the milk gave it a nice thickness, making it perfect for cream pasta, and mumbled about it needing just a hint of saltiness. He confessed, "I don't usually like this kind of short pasta that much," which made me laugh. "Why buy it then, silly?" "But I bought it, so I have to use it," he reasoned. Then he piled on the cheese, added sauce, more cheese, and summoned the black pepper. "And that's how you make pasta," he announced. He tried to show us the final result, but hesitated. "It looks beautiful in real life, but on camera, meh. Doesn't it look super pretty and yummy to you guys, though?" He was fishing for compliments, and I would give him all of them. So, sweethearts, let me give you a quick rundown of the absolute highlights from when our precious Jungkook was whipping up that masterpiece in the kitchen. First off, I noticed he wasn't using your typical spaghetti noodles. He went for those adorable wide tube pasta shapes. I think they're called paccheri. And the ingredients list? Oh my. It was pure indulgence. Fresh onions, mushrooms, a dash of salt and pepper, rich butter, milk, heaps of Parmigiano Reggiano, and he finished it off with that fancy truffle oil to make it incredibly creamy. I mean, it looked absolutely heavenly. I'm sure I wasn't the only one whose stomach started growling just watching him cook, right? Now, here's a funny little detail. Our Jungkookie explicitly mentioned he's not a fan of al dente pasta. But bless his heart, it seems like it turned out a bit firm right after he tossed it anyway. He told us he got inspired after visiting a restaurant recently, where he fell in love with a truffle pasta dish using these exact noodles. He was so determined to recreate that magic for us, even if he modestly claimed it wasn't exactly the same. Though he admitted the vibes were definitely there. Smart armies have already done their detective work and speculate it might be Scope of the Chef in Cheongdam. Why? Because they have a similar menu, and our lovely V has actually visited that spot before, leaving his autograph behind. I can't help but wonder, did Tae recommend it? Or maybe, just maybe, they had a secret dinner date there together? Just imagining that makes my heart flutter. Whether he went recently or not, it seems that delicious memory is what led to this spontaneous and cozy Weverse live for us. Now, moving on to something that had me a little worried. Apparently, mushrooms don't actually agree with Jungkook's body. He's been taking such good care of himself lately, cutting out sugary sodas and coffee, though he still loves his sparkling water. But he mentioned that he went for a blood test recently, and that's when he found out he has this sensitivity to mushrooms. It reminds me of how the baseball star Shohei Ohtani discovered he couldn't handle eggs. For our Jungkook, it turns out to be mushrooms. Apparently, eating foods you're intolerant to can make you feel surprisingly fatigued or hit you with sudden sleepiness. It seems everyone has that one food that just doesn't sit right. But since the reaction isn't super severe, many people just shrug it off. Knowing our strong bunny, he probably isn't stressing too much about it either. Though I really hope he takes care and skips them before big concerts so he can be in top condition for us. Then came the moment that made everyone scream. Between bites of pasta, he gets all flirty and starts inviting Army for a run. He was like, "Hey, is anyone out running by the Han River today? Should we go for a run together? Even though it's a lazy Sunday. Oh, wait, I shouldn't run right after eating." He was so cute complaining about his diet. Then he asks, "Is it raining?" Even if it is, we can still run. And then he drops this line. It's romantic. Swoon! He checked the time, 11:13, and decided, okay, I need to go run this evening. But then he puts on his playful tough guy face and teases, "Don't you dare come looking for me. You can run if you want, but I'm not waiting. I'm taking off first! He loves playing hard to get with us, doesn't he? That's what he told us. People were saying, only a superstar announces their jogging schedule like that. But to be fair, he didn't give us the exact time. Usually, celebrities guard their privacy with their lives. But Jungkook? He hides nothing. It just proves how incredibly close he feels to ARMY, like we're truly his safe space. That trust is why he feels comfortable sharing his honest, unfiltered self with us. And wouldn't you know it, right after the live ended, he popped up on Instagram stories. He posted a photo right by the river with the caption, "Doing something here." I was so surprised and touched. Since it's the part of the Han River closest to his place, locals probably recognize the running course immediately. But really, that just shows Jungkook is a man of his word. He really went for that evening run exactly like he promised. He's so open with us, sharing his route without a second thought. I bet some lucky armies out there might have actually bumped into him. Finally, did you catch that precious detail about our favorite Doberman? It seems Bam might be home. When Jungkook stepped away to hunt for dessert, I swear I heard him say, "Bam, Bam, wait, wait!" gently in the background. My heart melted. It makes me pretty certain that Bam is right there with him. We don't know if he's just visiting from training for a bit, or if he's back for good and living there again. But knowing those two are reunited just makes everything feel right. We didn't get a Bam update this time around, but knowing Jungkook, he'll probably surprise us with a cute story about his furry best friend soon enough. So, that wraps up the 4 main things I wanted to gush about with you all today. But wait, I have to tell you the cutest part. Apparently, our cookie ran out of dessert at home, so he improvised by making toast with jam, scrambled eggs, and crispy bacon. I swear, watching him show off his pasta and toast creations just made my heart melt. And get this, right after feasting, he went for a run. Getting a glimpse into his private routine like this just makes you fall in love with him all over again, doesn't it? Since he seems to be staying away from alcohol these days, we probably won't be getting those adorable, slightly tipsy late-night chats for a bit. But oh my gosh, I am already counting down the days until his next karaoke session. I have a feeling that once he crushes his diet goals, he'll treat us to a concert from his living room again. Now, let's shift gears to our breathtaking Prince Taehyung, who has been blessing our feeds lately with photos from the Freeze Seoul 2025 events. And honestly, he has been spoiling us so much with all his sweet interactions on Weverse and Instagram. Speaking of our Tae-bear, he popped onto Weverse late last night, and I know I'm not the only one who got butterflies. I need to break down exactly what happened because it was such a roller coaster of emotions. So a fan posted a comment suggesting he should shave his facial hair, and Taehyung's reply honestly tugged at my heartstrings. He said, "The way you speak really hurts my feelings." Then, when another fan tried to smooth things over by saying, "No, do whatever you want. You look cute doing anything," Tae replied with a sulky, "But you promised you'd respect me." I mean, reading that just makes you want to give him the biggest hug, doesn't it? Another ARMY chimed in saying, "Hyung, I seriously think the facial hair suits you." And Tae playfully responded, "Maybe one day it will." He cheekily added, "Maybe for my 50s. Which just made me laugh out loud. He replied to these 3 comments, and they were all about his scruffy look. And here is why everyone was talking about it in the first place. It turns out, in the photo dump he posted on Instagram yesterday, there was a candid shot where you could see his stubble. He obviously noticed that everyone was zooming in on it, so he decided to come chat with us about it. Even though he said, "That hurts," in his first reply, he included some laughter in the text, so at first, I thought he was just teasing us in his usual playful way. But then, and this is the part that worries me, he actually went back and deleted that specific photo from Instagram. It makes me wonder, was he genuinely upset? If our precious Taehyung was actually hurt by those comments, my heart just breaks for him. After he replied on Weverse and then removed the picture, the whole fandom was in an absolute uproar this morning. Everyone was just so sad and protective over him. It feels like we all collectively wanted to scream, "Why would anyone say that? If he's not your type, just keep scrolling." Seriously, please don't say harsh things to Taehyung. That photo was such a rare treasure, and now we might not get to see that side of him anymore. We need to flood him with comments telling him how absolutely stunning and handsome he looks, no matter what. Words have power, and nobody deserves to hear things that sting like that. It honestly pains me to think he saw enough negativity to make him want to erase a memory he shared. I personally adored that scruffy photo. It gave off such cozy, lazy Sunday morning with your boyfriend vibes, didn't it? He looked incredible, as always. But even a few unkind words can stick in your mind. And for those criticizing him or saying mean things, just know that it really affects people. I'm sure many of you are feeling just as heartbroken as I am, imagining him feeling insecure. The fact that he took the time to reply means those comments definitely touched a nerve. And seeing him delete the photo proves that while some people prefer the clean-shaven look, it's not like he keeps the beard forever. He usually shaves, so he was just trusting us with a rare, natural glimpse of himself. Making a fuss about it just feels so unnecessary when he was trying to be open with us. If you truly love Taehyung, you have to try and see things from his perspective. I think he liked that photo, and he posted it because he thought his beloved army would be happy to see his authentic self. If we could just tune into his heart a little more, we'd never dream of saying anything to dim his shine. It usually happens when people put their own preferences above his feelings, and that's just a big no-no. Remember a few months ago during his Weverse live? He mentioned reading the chat logs, and he even called out rude comments about his facial hair back then, saying he was shocked by what he saw. You might tell me I'm letting my imagination run a little wild here. And honestly, maybe I am. But I can't shake the feeling that some people are just saying those things to get a rise out of our Tay-Tay on purpose. It really got me thinking. If you truly loved him, like we do, would you ever leave such rude comments about his adorable beard selfies? I know I wouldn't. I guess there's always going to be a few bad apples in the bunch, and we can't control what everyone says. But you know what we can do, my lovely armies? We can flood Weverse with waves of love and sweet messages for him. Let's just drown out any negativity with a massive tsunami of purple hearts so he only sees our love. I just want Tay to feel free to keep posting whatever makes him happy, because seeing him happy is everything to us. It brings tears to my eyes just looking back. Our worldwide handsome Jin returned on June 12th last year after leaving in December 2022. And our sunshine, Hobie, followed him home on October 17th. Then the magic really happened this year with Namjoon and Tae coming back on June 10th, followed immediately by Jimin and Jungkook on the 11th. And when Yoongi finally returned on June 21st, making BTS complete again. That was the most touching moment of my life. One of them was even busy in LA working on that masterpiece album coming next spring. But he flew back to Korea last month, safe and sound. I am literally shaking with excitement, wondering what's next. When are they dropping those world tour details? I'm so ready. I was so happy to share these little updates about our beloved boys with you all today. That's all the tea I have for now, sweethearts. Thank you so much for spending time with me and fangirling together. Don't forget to hit subscribe so we can keep cheering on our boys together. Love you!